Hey, this is in honor of Mass Depot. I'm just kidding, everybody. I'm just kidding. Welcome, everybody, to Wrestling with Horror Monday Nitro episode number 32. I'm Etep right here with all of you, joined by my panel of esteemed professionals and myself. CJ, what's going on, brother? Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Oh, not much. Just I've been basking in the warmth of and glow of meltdowns and nuclear reactions and stupidity, and it's just been a fantastic week.
Mm-hmm. There's been, it's been a good week. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
I haven't felt this good in quite some time. But no, man, glad to have you. And Brutal's here tonight. Brutal's here. What's up, Brutal?
Yeah. You might even say it's too sweet.
Oh, speaking of dumbasses,
the ridiculousness abounds, and everybody's showing what they're made of.
Mm-hmm. Listen. You'll be seeing, folks. You'll be seeing the Too Sweet coming down the ramp very, very soon. A lot sooner than I might like to admit. It's Super Shogun Pro Wrestling, though. Maybe even as early as a December 14th debut for your boy. I'm not sure yet, but I'm itching to get back in there and going Saturday night. And I got recognized by a fan who hasn't seen me work in 7 years. And the last show I worked was a benefit show for his brother, because his brother passed away. He was a huge fan of our company. And he's like, he asked me, he goes, "Are you bringing in team ratings?" I'm like, no. Well, at first I was kind of like trying to play it coy. He goes, "Are you going to be Pete Daddy Dollar?" And I'm like, "No, I might." And I stopped. And he just went like this. He just gave me one of these. I'm like, "I got you, bro. I got you." I was like, "I'm a heel. You're going to have to boo me again." He goes, "I got no problem doing that."
That's great.
But it was a good show, though. But we'll talk more about that later in Wrestling Talk. Superfan Adam Shawhan is here with us this evening. What's up, Superfan?
What's up, man? I mean, check it out. Yeah, we got the music, we got the belts, we got the wrestlings, we got the Pete Daddy Dollars, we got the Etep Wakulians, we got the team of ratings with the Bucket Bagwell. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh yeah, the office is doing nice. Happy Veterans Day, everyone.
That's right, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy Veterans Day out there. I know, look, I don't know if old Daddy Dollar's watching tonight or not, but happy Veterans Day, Devil Dog. And got a shout out to Mama Wakui, and she's still in the hospital right now, but she'll be out soon. I don't know if she'll ever make it to see me wrestle again, but she can watch me on the YouTube. So get well soon, Mama. I talked to her earlier.
That's good. Prayers and all that great stuff.
Yep. Yeah. She got her and Kenny Omega both got diverticulitis at the same time. Although she's back doing moonsaults already.
Amazing.
Yeah. Draven's down here too in the bottom row center square. What's up, buddy?
Not much. Like you said, it's been a fucking hell of a good week because ding dong, the Wicked Witch is gone.
Yeah.
So So now it's just
go back to long.
Yeah, now it's just time we wait and see where things go. And so far, things are already looking good.
Mm-hmm.
The future is so bright. We should probably be wearing shades.
Oh yeah.
It's it is.
Put on your sunscreen. Put on your shades.
It's fantastic. I just want my 401k to grow again and groceries not to be $1 million. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'll settle for people. Yeah. But anyway, let's talk about something. Let's talk about something we all like here. And we love our channel members here. And since I didn't have time today, folks, go check out.
And I'm here too.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I thought we introduced. I'm sorry. Holy fuck. Hey, wait.
I was wondering. I was like, where's the
quiz?
Let me do this right. Hang on. Let's run this back.
What do you hear? What do you say?
What the fuck am I? He's like,
I just no-sold the shit out of Vinny. I just no-sold the shit out of him.
I'm here too, chopped liver. Hello, everyone.
You're a bunch of.
Holy shit!
Are you waiting for a fill in the blank?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. He bought. Where the fuck is it? Is it not over here? It's on the other fucking brand. Well, shit. We'll have to upload that. Anyway, Draven was going to say bunch of fucking queers, but I don't have the gift.
That's all right.
And he did too. And Paulie throws the chair against the fucking wall.
Yeah, because
I haven't added one to that. I played on my stream too. After he does that, then I have him drinking his coffee, and he goes, "Cocksuckers." So, it's I think it's the cherry on top of that cake. But no, but not you guys. You guys are great. Yeah, we had a fun time last night. That stream was kind of crazy, and again, we were talking about those wins. Some very big wins, amazing stuff, and yeah, I love it because they want to go after some very bad people as well, which we'll talk more about on Friday. Jimmy Kimmel, I'm looking at you, motherfucker.
Oh, Jimmy Kimmel. You know, if I wanted somebody to paint themselves in blackface, fuck a Bolshevik Jewish girl, and cry on command, I'd call one of these flames.
What's up, California? My name is Alex. What's up, Maiden? I'm Oliver. I'm Brian. And I'm Dylan. And together we are
Fucking quiz!
There we go.
So good.
There we go. But I'm looking forward now that Penguin is done, right? That's done. I can finally binge watch the series.
10 out of 10. So impressed with that series.
Yeah.
I'm upset because I saw a spoiler on Twitter today. I have avoided pretty much everything to do with that show. I have had to fucking dance underwater and not get wet to avoid spoilers on that fucking show. And I saw one today and I was like, I was hoping it was a fake, but I'm like,
Called
it's
it.
not.
All I'm gonna say, I called it.
It's not.
From the beginning.
It's not. But anyway, we got channel members. We got channel members to thank. We got Nadia, Rob Altus, the lovely Sherry, Medi, Good Stuff, Horny Alf, Comics Mate, Damian Hernandez, Parrot Head, Mad Cheese Mo, Nelson the Psychopath, Dragon Buddy, Amanda Benson, Bad Take Bojan, Manliness and Motivation, Angela Straven, Instant Regret, Anime Night, Normie, Rugo Better, Hicksville and JB, Jason Holt, Godzillionaire, Chris Wicks, Glinzer, Judas Goat, Barbecue, and Frog motherfucking G. Also over on the Patreon side of things, folks, we have over there Godzillionaire, Tyler Wooten, Chicago Joe, and Yakuse Kitamono. Yakuse Kitamono. So thank you. It is. I watched Trey started watching some Demon Slayer. I watched about 8-9 episodes of that within the last couple of days.
Oh wow.
Not bad. Not bad.
Good.
I'm not the biggest anime guy. I'm not. Certain ones I like, but that one.
That's the one with the chick that has like she's a demon or whatever, and her
brother's the Demon Slayer. Yeah. It's Tanjiro.
Yeah. I never watched it, but I know like the general premise.
Hey, Papa. But yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. But we should get to the business at hand, and the business at hand is ass. I mean, shit. Why not? Right? Why not start it off? Why not start it off hot? Whose wagon is it anyway?
Shake your ass, watch yourself. Shake your ass, watch yourself. Shake your ass. Show me what you're working with.
Attention, all young players and pimps, right now is the place to be.
I thought I told y'all niggas before, y'all niggas don't fuck with me. Shake your ass, watch yourself. Shake your ass, show me what you're working with. Shake your ass.
All right. We got two tonight for Whose Wagon Is It Anyway? And we'll go ahead and we'll start with this one right here. She is a former WWE talent. Very, very, very well put together. No longer wrestling. She's still involved in the fitness industries. You'll be able to see that by some of her photos. Let's see.
Tori Wilson.
No, sir. We had Tori 2 weeks ago. I wish we had Tori 2 weeks ago.
Mandy Rose?
Nope, not Mandy Rose.
Mm-mm.
She married Sabby Piscatelli. Dude used to play safety for the Giants. I just saw that. Congratulations to Sabby Piscatelli. Holy shit. That is a lucky man.
Not Stacy Keebler, is it?
Nope.
No,
Stacy was on last.
Lacey Evans.
Yes, sir.
Lacey Evans.
Lacey Evans.
She's got some pretty nice.
Isn't she
jubbly
all?
too.
Isn't she all OnlyFans now or something?
Yeah.
Fansly or FanWise. Hang on a second. I got a better one.
Draven, find us those
here.
Photos.
Yeah, we can't show it. Those are X exclusive.
Oh wait! I know what we got to do. We got to go to the store and buy that Mattel figure on Wicked. That's how we find those photos.
Right? Yeah, that's Lacey right there. She's Draven got that one. All right. Here we go. Yes, and happy Veterans Day to the lovely Lacey Evans.
Yes.
United States Marine Corps.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Goddamn.
Yeah, I'm saluting right now.
Yeah.
Man, I had
Let's see
attention.
here. Here's number two. Here's number two right here. Currently on the roster. Multiple time women's champion.
Flair's daughter. Charlotte.
Yep. That is Charlotte.
Yeah,
that is
Darling.
Too bad
that
the
ass and them legs.
plastic.
She got them fixed. She got them titties fixed. Them are
Yeah,
lined
she
up
did get
now.
them fixed. So
Them are back lined up now.
here's
Oh, nice.
it's not nude, but here's a thing in the
Oh
press.
shit! Hang on a second. Hang on. Ariel the Bullet Ballet showed up. You know what happens when Ariel the Bullet Ballet shows up? Hang on, Ariel. I got you. We haven't seen you in a while. Here you go. We hit you up with some Akeem. We know what you want. We know why you're here. You're here for the Akeem. She's here for Akeem, the African theme. But that, folks, that's Whose Wagon Is It Anyway. Charlotte Flair is Jesus. I just noticed that profile picture. Speaking of anime,
That's some nice milkers on her.
Raven's fucking. I was just talking to Trey earlier. I'm like, do not become a fucking weeb. I'm like, do not become a weeb. God damn it.
I'll point him in the direction of some anime. That's good.
Like a wereweeb. You just go.
Oh Jesus Christ! You can tell their religion in those photos.
Yeah, it's hot.
Yeah, that's. Yeah,
Hey now.
that's as close to heaven as I think you can get on earth, right there. Good God, good God.
Amanda Sacamano and
Lacey Evans. Yeah.
Damn.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we need a visit from the Bonkman because we're all feeling it right now.
It is. It's time. It's time for our first visit of the evening, which with what mug shorties look like tonight, I'm sure he'll be back. Yeah, that's how it happens. We got to step out for some words from our sponsor, Starter and Duracell. And I will just say this before we go out because there's a fucking Emmitt Smith Dallas Cowboys commercial in here. Go Lions, We done pulled one of the biggest fucking comebacks in that situation since 1970, 54 fucking years. 8-1 Detroit Lions, baby.
Wow.
Houston, suck it. Sorry, CJ. We done whooped that ass. Well, we were getting our asses whooped in the first half and then came back and scored 19 unanswered in the second half, despite 5 interceptions. And the first thing our kicker, Jake Bates, did after the game, when they interviewed him with Melissa Stark, he said, I want to give all praise to God, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be in the situation I'm in now. I was like,
now, Detroit better be praying to thanking the UFL for existing.
Yeah, right. We need more. We need more. That I've never wanted to buy a kicker's jersey more. And I'm not that religious, but I'm saying in a league of domestic abusers and fucking criminals. I mean, there's some good players left in that fucking league, and that kid right there is one of them. And his teammate Amon-Ra St. Brown is another one. And of course, I love Amon-Ra even more because not only is he probably one of the best wide receivers outside of Calvin Johnson and Herman Moore you've ever had, but his dad was in Andy Sedaris movies. How can you not love that shit? We'll be right back in 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
I love to play in front of big crowds. Starter. Number 22. That's me. I'm never satisfied, but that's just me. When I see someone else make a big play, it only makes me want to go out and make a bigger play. You have to believe that you can achieve. Forget about being tired. You forget about the hurt, and you just want to score that touchdown just to hear them go crazy. That's what I'm talking about. Starter. What do you need to be the best? Everything you got. It's up to you.
Is everybody using Duracell batteries?
You kidding? The second I heard they had a battery that outlasts all other brands, I bought the family whole case.
Reminds me of the first time we tried Duracell batteries. We were living in Tulsa with your great Aunt Emma. We shared a one-room apartment.
Herb, did you slip her one of those other batteries?
Me?
The copper top. Tops them all.
Let's make Bree dance. It's time. Bree, put on a show.
Every time that I get up on the microphone, I gotta dedicate a round to you, girl. Come on. Come on. Every time that I get up on the microphone, I gotta dedicate a round to you, girl. Come on. I'm not sure what you did to me, but I like it. I love it. Oh, I'm not sure what you did to me, but I like it. I love it. Said I'm not sure what you did to me, but I like it. I love it. Oh, I'm not sure what you did to me, but I like it. I love it. Oh, every time that I get up on the microphone, I gotta dedicate a round to you, girl. Come on. Come on. Every time that I get up on the microphone, I gotta dedicate a round to you, girl. Come on.
So, WWE introduces, this is the lead tonight, WWE introduces a Women's United States Championship. This is, I understand the reasoning from you. You have to look at this. You can't just say, knee-jerk reaction for me. I want to look at it and be like, this is utterly ridiculous, right? This is absolutely ridiculous. You don't have enough talent to sustain another female title. When you have two, already. Why? I don't understand.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes.
Well, even if they went back though, Etep, and let's say we unite, just have one heavyweight championship. You could have a men's and a women's, and then this would be your women's IC. If you go back to that, sure, brother. But I don't see that happening.
That's my logic.
That's exactly it.
That makes sense.
That was my logic too. It's
Yeah.
like a stepping stone to the world championship, so they don't just go right to the thing. They actually have a purpose in it, and it'll help elevate them for when they become a champ.
And I'm fine with this because I guarantee you, this is going to be on SmackDown though. I can't say I guarantee it, but I don't think they'll put her on SmackDown. I think she's going to go. I don't think she's going to be in NXT very long, but once January hits and Jordan Grace shows up in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
I think that she'll have some gold pretty soon.
NXT world champion first, and
then on to probably one of the women's belts. I mean, I don't. They could probably put this one on her. Let test the waters with the audience, and then go from there. Another name I heard rumored for this was Charlotte Flair, and I'm like, Charlotte is not. Yeah, Charlotte's not going to come in and take a mid-card title with her with her track record. She's going to want to step right back into the women's world title picture on one of the brands.
Unless, because it sounds like something Triple H would do, they have her come in, she wins it right away, and then she's dismissive of it, and she wants to go for the real gold.
Yeah,
and they drop to someone like you said, Jordan Grace.
Yep, that could work too, because that'd elevate Jordan.
Yep.
Would Charlotte be willing to do the job for her? Is the thing, because it's
if they promise her greener pastures, I think
she would to get that.
Plus, I would use Natalya though instead of doing it to Flair. I think I'd use Natty.
That could work. I mean, I don't watch that much, so I don't know how over or not she is Natty right now. But the reason why I said Charlotte is because it would give this title way more credibility, and you'd be like, okay, the first champion who got this one was Charlotte Flair.
Yep, so is a multiple-time women's world champion.
Yep. So I think that's why that's a good chance they could do that.
Yeah, that adds prestige to the belt. I was laughing. I had to laugh. I heard Lyra Valkyria's name tossed around. I'm like, why on God's green earth?
There's Roxanne too. Like, she's the NXT. No. I don't like her either, but I'm just saying that they like push her like crazy, and they then put her over on Julia already, just coming in, and it's like, what the fuck? What are we doing here?
Yeah. You've got two of the most talented women in the world on that roster, in Julia and Stephanie Vacquier right now. And for all the things that WWE does good, and it's not a lot. I haven't watched Raw in two fucking weeks. I haven't reviewed Raw
on my shit
2 weeks
as well,
because I've just been watching highlights, and then they haven't been putting the new shows on Hulu now. Yeah, so I'm like, fuck me, I gotta wait until January. But I've just been watching the highlights, and I'm just like, okay, this was garbage. This was garbage. This was all right. This was garbage. This was, I'm like, I saw, the Wyatt Six kidnap the Miz. I'm like, oh God.
Yeah, the Miz turned heel or some shit.
Yep, he turned. That's one of the last episodes I watched.
There's like a slight tie-in though, because him and Bo used to do shit or whatever. Miz and Bo. Yeah. So that's why they're doing the angle with them too.
Yeah, it's they killed the Wyatt Six though. They absolutely.
It's been kind of stale after the whole Chad Gable shit.
Yeah, I will say though, R-Truth telling Chad Gable that Kurt Angle shrunk, that I found really funny.
Dude, anything Ron Killings does is gold. That man is a fucking treasure. And that's the thing, is like, he doesn't need to do comedy shit, but he's so good at it, because like the man is legitimately an amazing athlete.
I used to like him when he was Quick tagging with Road Dogg. That was like my favorite tag team, like during that time.
Yeah,
see, and
it was good.
Road Dogg was just so plain Jane basic. Ron Killings, he elevates anybody that he's with, just sheer talent and charisma alone. That's I can't say enough good things about the Truth, man. That guy is absolutely awesome. Just a super cool cat, and I'm glad they still have him on the roster, because he's in his 50s.
Oh, dude, he loves the fans too. He goes out of his way with the fans when he's around, dude. He's a good guy.
That's a huge thing. But back to the women's world title thing, U.S. title. So now you've got this secondary title on SmackDown. How long is it until we have a women's Intercontinental title on Raw? Because they can't help themselves just adding useless fucking titles. This is
now they have even more belts than AEW.
They do. This is a problem.
So stupid though. That's the problem. Like I said, if they're gonna unite the women's championship to one belt, and then you would have one of these on SmackDown and the other one would be the IC on Raw. That would be fine if they're going to unify the titles finally. You know what I mean? Instead of having 16 different women's titles, we don't need it.
Yeah, no, man, it's ridiculous. It really is. You don't have enough TV time for all of this shit. You really don't.
Well, I mean, if the rumor's true that they're going back to 3 hours for both Raw and SmackDown when they come January, they're going to have to fill it with something.
I thought that Raw was going down to 2 because SmackDown's at 3 is what they announced originally.
Just until January, and then they're going to go back up as soon as they hit Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
Hopefully they'll figure out that 2 just works better.
And I laugh when they're complaining about not being able to get everybody TV time. I'm like, well, you don't need everybody to get TV time. You need some good angles and some quality matches first. And then we'll talk about who needs to be on fucking TV.
Yeah.
Well, they could just as easily, like, if they did their own damn network like they used to do, where it was just the WWE network for $9.99, right? They could literally do house shows and film them, man. And that's where you could continue the storytelling as well, if you wanted to. And people would have new content to watch other than, as we're waiting on Hulu.
Well, now they're saying they're cutting back on the house shows after December.
That's what I mean. It's so stupid. Yeah. It's like, okay, well,
they've been budget cutting and all that stuff since the merger. So
oh yeah, big time.
There's people involved. By the way, if you want to see something funny, I played it on my stream, but no one really knew who anybody was because it's not a wrestling channel. But you'll probably enjoy this. So check your DMP.
All right. Good. Yeah. Speaking, because like it's funny because let me share this. Let's see what we got here. Our let's see.
It has to do with titles.
Oh,
yeah. See, I knew someone would appreciate it.
I just read the caption. I'm going to share this. Yeah, let's play this.
Oh, nice.
Next.
That was fucking awesome.
I laughed my ass off when I saw it. I'm like, oh, Pete's gonna love this. I don't drink
MJF's the man. I dig that guy. He's great.
What are they gonna do to him? I mean, for real, I thought it was hilarious. Like, because I saw that a couple days ago, and I was like, class act. Like, that's how we should have handled it. Perfect.
Yep.
Bravo.
Speaking of AEW, AEW made a rather foolhardy decision and set up a 3-hour programming block on TNT during Survivor Series.
How'd that go?
3 hours. So Collision and Rampage. So it's not, they've done that shit before, so it's not like a
dude. Right. The Rampage last week drew 175,000 viewers.
Yeah, they need to get rid of it or tack it on to one of the other shows that hour if they're gonna do it. I know it doesn't really
those kind of numbers.
Yeah, Impact is drawing bigger crowds right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that shit is fucking. So
well, it's like I'm like a week or so behind or whatever, but it's like Collision and Rampage are just like afterthoughts. Like the matches are just random. Like let's put a bunch of names in a random name generator and fucking see what happens. And there's our matches for the night. Like if there is any story progression, it's very minimal, and it's like they don't give a shit. Like put some fucking effort into it. Like you just got this new TV deal. let's put some fucking effort into our other shows and try to bring them back up instead of constantly doing the same shit. Like they have like 2 major storylines right now that are actually entertaining, and that's the Hurt Syndicate and the Mox stuff. And even the Mox stuff, like the opposition to them has been kind of meh. So
yeah.
Well,
and then they changed their names too. There's something I forget what they're called.
The Death Riders.
Yeah,
they're the Death Riders.
So,
and dude, well, you're putting them against fucking nobodies. I mean, you're throwing it's just
they have nobody.
Yeah, I mean, they brought what? Will Hobbs came back.
Yeah, and he's not with the he's not with the Don Callis family anymore either, which doesn't make any fucking sense. I haven't seen those episodes. I just seen that he came back, but it's like he was with Don Callis family, and now he's with Ricochet and shit and Ospreay. So it's like, what the fuck? Like
what?
Yeah, like they don't even like they can't. And that fucking what was that Will Washington dude? He's supposed to be the guy that like makes sure there's stuff is canon and like canonical and like makes sense. Well, what the fuck are you doing? Like, if you're not doing your job, then get the fuck out. Like,
he's like, no, I don't think I will.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like
Continuity.
Like, same with like the whole Adam Cole coming back. Like,
oh god,
and then him being a babyface now. And I haven't seen why he's with because like I said, I'm behind. I haven't seen why he's like what's going on with him in the Kingdom because they were a heel faction.
Oh well, he's there for the gay sex.
So it's like
pretty much.
And then you had MJF pretty much squash him when he came back before he was ready.
Yeah.
And now we're supposed to believe that MJF is fucking afraid of him. No, no. I'm sorry, but no.
Adam Cole is the Harry Sisson of wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I roasted the shit out of him a couple of times. Not Adam Cole, Harry Sisson, but
I'm sure he likes being spit roasted.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind. Harry Sisson enjoys that. Adam Cole is built like the fucking 18-year-old kid that I'm training with on Wednesday night. Like literally, like it's pathetic.
Mm-hmm.
It's pathetic.
I'm
like
probably bigger, dude. I am bigger, and I'm not even trying to be.
You're telling me that this guy is on television, like in a capacity that would paint him in a light as anything other than a lightweight?
Some folks have a strange idea of entertainment.
And then as far as like the show and stuff, to kind of get it back on top of it, like they went head to head with that NXT episode. Was that Dynamite or?
Yeah, it was Dynamite.
Yeah, it was Dynamite, and it underperformed to a fucking their C-list show. Like,
yep.
And I get that they pulled out the stops because it was in the ECW arena, and you have nostalgia and all that shit, so that kind of helps a little bit. But still, like that's their C show. Like, what?
And they announced it too, Dre. Like they let you know they were gonna freaking be there. So like it made it an even bigger deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean they pushed
and
on
they did cameos and all that shit from like the greats.
Exactly.
Dude,
like
they brought out Little Guido.
Yeah.
Brought out Little. He was barely a draw when he was on the fucking main card.
Mm-hmm.
And I like him. The guy's a fucking great technical wrestler. He had a good gimmick, but he was an opener.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not like didn't Rhino show up too? Now that one, absolutely, dude. That guy's a former world champion in your company. That's a guy you bring out because he still looks. I didn't see Guido. I just know I heard he showed up, and I'm like I said, I'm a Nunzio, whatever you want to call him in WWE. The dude is a good worker, but I mean, your Dynamite lost.
Yeah,
it's like, Nunzio.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Rhino. Like guys, yeah, dude. ECW arena, it's gonna be.
I get the nostalgia and all that stuff. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes sense, but it's like if you know you're gonna go head to these guys, like pull out all the stops on your main show, like
stack your card,
everything you can.
Put your best angles up front.
Mm-hmm.
Put your best angles. I don't give a fuck what show they're on that night. They're on Dynamite. This is what's going to happen because it has to happen this way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, that really is a major faux pas on the part of Tony Khan. And I'm kind of scrolling here. Rampage went up last week to 237,000 from 172. So a decent increase. SmackDown also went up by almost 800,000 to 1 million viewers, because they were at 1.4 something last week. They're at 1.53 this week. Yeah, the head-to-head put out a video on that, but
I know you can't get SmackDown and stuff like the day after. I wonder if that's helping them on the viewership, because you have to watch it now, or you're not gonna be able to watch it right away. So that may help with the boost in ratings for the time being until they go to Netflix or whatever.
Yeah, just for context, Dynamite was 523,000 in the 18 to 49 at 0.16. NXT 619,000 and a 0.17 in the 18 to 49, which is the key demo.
What was Dynamite the week before?
The week before, let's see. No, hang on. I gotta scroll down. I'll find it.
Because they were pretty consistent being in the 700, 600 range.
Yeah.
But for them to go down that, it's like, dude.
Oh my God, that chick that Taya Valkyrie wrestled last week is so hot. I'm terrible. Collision was 349. Let's see. Which
That's
is
good shit too. Like ever since Punk left, that show's been pretty much shit.
Let's see. That's quarter hours for SmackDown. Let's see. That's Dynamite on the 23rd. Drew 532,000. Let's see. Hang on. I'm still scrolling back here. Dynamite 628 on October 30th. They drew 628,000. So they dropped 105,000.
Damn.
On November 6th. I mean, that's inexcusable for your A show to do that poorly against the farm league.
Yeah,
essentially
the C show.
Like I said, even with a stacked roster, your A show should beat a C show any day of the week.
Any
by
day.
the seashore.
She sells C shows down by the seashore.
I just want them to get their shit together, like,
right?
I like the company, like, for the most part. I just want them to do good. And then, like, every time you criticize it, it's like, oh, you're just a troll or whatever. It's the same shit with, like, the Rippaverse and stuff. It's like, no, I'm not a troll. I just want shit to be honest and, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's
because
like,
you don't just consume product and give.
Yeah, I give a shit about the product. I want it to succeed.
Right.
Like, and if you're gonna keep doing stupid shit, I'm gonna call you out, and hope you like fucking a light bulb clicks and you start doing the shit that you should be doing.
Right, instead of crack or meth.
Yeah, exactly, and then doubling down on your fucking failures.
You had that shit together, right? I just quit sending money right then and there. It's like, you're not going to do what I want. I'm not going to spend my money watching shit that I can't stand,
right?
Or supporting it.
God damn it, Shane.
Well, like I said earlier, there's some stuff that I still enjoy that's on the product.
Yeah.
But like Rampage and Collision is pretty much like I have it on. I'll have it on if when I catch up, I'll just have it on in the background. I'll be gaming or something, and if something interests me, I'll look over and whatever. But
I
doesn't
watch.
Sound like you've been looking over it all.
Watch a review if there's a good match and you can watch the match. That's how I do it. It's like,
yeah,
because there are good matches on the shows. I mean, there are usually one or two good matches. So
yeah.
Yeah, because they're talented people. Just they don't know what the fuck they're doing with any of it.
It's like there's just no direction. It's like they lost their way. Like when when all the Punk shit and all that stuff happened, and even a little before that with Cody leaving, Like it's just they lost. Like, and that kind of leads me to believe that Cody might have had some kind of like, you know, as much as we shit on him, he might have had some kind of creative.
Oh, he did.
Control as far as stories and stuff go, at least with his own stuff, and
he helped bring in people because that's how my friend ended up working over there.
So I think that was a big loss when he left.
Well, if he was keeping it, okay, we've seen what Khan, right? We've seen what he does on his own when he doesn't have somebody strong, you know, helping. It goes straight to shit because that's where we're at. You know, when we first started watching this a couple years ago, it was good.
Yeah. I started watching when Punk came back, and it was a hell of a lot better then. I
tried to watch it too. Yeah, when Punk went from not wrestling for how long?
Man,
I wanted to see, you know, hey, let's see how he does.
Now, when it goes over to Max come next year, the beginning of next year, I'm going back and I'm watching from the beginning, like, because I want to watch that shit, because apparently that was like the best time to watch it at this point because it was so good. And then like I was saying, you know, you criticize stuff, and there's like fans too that like stop watching too, that are like sort of like some of you guys that just stop watching because they're like, the product is shit right now.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I'd rather just watch the good matches than sit and waste hours on garbage.
Exactly. Like, here's a big question. So, who's their top superstar right now?
What, in AEW?
Yeah.
Mox is their top guy right now, as far as if you want to go by belts.
Yep, he's their world champion. So he's
And their guy who's the big rival for him right now?
They don't really have anybody.
There you go.
They don't have one, and that's the problem.
That's the major issue. Now, who's your other big draw that everybody fucking loves?
MJF.
Now, and what's he doing right now?
Doing the shit with Cole, I think. But he was just shooting that movie. He's like going to be in the new Happy Gilmore or whatever. So he was doing that stuff. So he was out for a bit again. But they don't have anybody for Mox. But I at the same time, the fact that they don't have anything and they're just going roughshod on everybody. I like that. I like that there's a team that is just fucking destroying and dominating.
But you're gonna have to bring. You're gonna have to bring someone in now. All right. Have them do their destruction, make things devastating, all that. Okay, cool. We've seen him do it before.
Yep.
You know, but now you need him to have a big rival. You need someone
a baby face to oppose him.
Exactly, or someone who's nastier than him. One or the other, and you're gonna have to work it out in a proper way where you're gonna be able to keep drawing money and people's interest. Because when the story's not there, people are gonna walk the fuck away.
Which honestly, like, because we don't know if Shane McMahon's like their guy pulling the strings or not. Which, if they were smart, they would make that happen. I would put MJF as your big baby face.
Oh yeah,
and have him because do a proper baby face like run, not that stupid shit with Cole and stuff. Like have him be like the anti-hero, sort of like your Sting, like back in the day against the NWO. And because he could be like on the outside skirts and because he feels like the fans betrayed him when he lost, and then all that stuff, and just have him that, and then he's like, all right, well, I'm gonna create, stop these guys and try to turn AEW into what it should be again. So
speaking of turning the channel, instant regrets. And this is another thing. What up, Instant Regret? Good to see you, bro. This is another thing that killed me. Is last week they let Stat pin Camille clean.
Oh, like, what the fuck?
What the fuck are you doing? And then you got Mercedes bitching at Camille because Camille tried to run Statlander over the car, and then Statlander slams fucking Camille's arm in the car door. Like, are you? So you made this big bitch out, who's one of the best female wrestlers in the country, out to be a fucking just a joke now.
Yeah,
like,
she's female Brian Cage.
And I like Statlander. Don't get me wrong.
I do too, but you don't do that. Not with someone like the fucking caliber that chick is.
Yeah.
Man, they are fucking retarded.
Dude,
I had the perfect video to explain how AEW books.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if this has audio or not, but audio is unnecessary.
This is soy.
Just wait for it.
Oh
Yep.
my god!
Pretty much.
Holy shit!
Oh my god!
Yeah,
that's a perfect visual representation of AEW booking.
Fantastic.
Well, speaking of that kind of stuff, Jake Hager, he like came out and made a bunch of comments in support of Trump and all that stuff, and basically called Tony Khan a commie and all this stuff.
Oh,
I think the posts he eventually deleted the posts, but he went. Jake Hager is the guy that like we always made fun of. He was with the Jericho Appreciation.
Yeah,
looks like
it's Jack Swagger.
Whatever.
Okay.
Jack Swag, All American.
Yeah, the guy with the hat. That's my fucking hat or whatever.
Yeah. I know him as Jack Swagger.
Yep.
Yeah, he went freaking because he's right, and he kind of went.
Nice.
So.
Yeah, and Instant Regret says we the people, and a big, very big get well soon to Dutch Mantel.
Yes.
He's not doing good.
Yeah, no, man.
Damn.
He had complications from all kinds of like previous conditions. So yeah, I can't remember exactly what it was. It was sepsis. Yeah, it was sepsis from an infection. And then he got pneumonia, I think it was. Yeah, which is kind of what my mom had. She's going through chemo, and then she got pneumonia, and then she got diverticulitis.
God damn.
Yeah.
That's a trifecta of suck.
Yeah, absolutely. And I talked to her on the phone, and she still sounds like she's in good spirits, which is fucking amazing.
That's great.
Yeah. So, but no, man, get well, Dutch.
Man.
Hope you feel better soon.
And
sir.
Mama Tup.
Yeah, Mama Wakuian over here fighting a good fight.
I was trying to know what happened to Chris Bay, because they've been doing a lot of like things like charity events and stuff for Chris Bay from Impact.
I don't know.
I was trying to figure that out. Look that up.
I don't know. Let's see.
He's a pretty talented cat too.
I don't even know who that is.
He's tagging with Ace Austin.
Okay. Oh, I don't know. But MVP. Speaking of we're talking a lot of AEW tonight. MVP just signed with AEW. Got Shelton Benjamin. Got Bobby Lashley. They got their Hurt Syndicate over there. I love this. MVP explains why he didn't sign a new contract with WWE. I thought that was because they were.
I thought that's the other one. What do you know? What he said?
It was a neck injury.
Yeah. Oh, Chris Bay had a neck injury
during a taping.
Well, I hope he fucking recovers from that, man. That ain't no joke. Goddamn. But yeah, so MVP, that's why he signed. Well, first of all, because WWE didn't want to re-sign him because they're cutting a lot of the older talent, and the Hurt Syndicate was over big during the COVID era.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, during that era. Okay, I'm not saying they couldn't get over again, but they're trying to develop their younger talent. So. Guys like MVP, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, they kind of get pushed out. And that's why AEW, if it was done right, could be a viable fucking alternative because Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin have gas left in the tank. MVP is a solid manager because I don't think he can't wrestle anymore, can he?
I don't think so.
I've only seen him. I haven't seen him in the ring. He was more management the whole time.
Yeah, that's what I kind of thought he was.
Which is fine. He can be the mouthpiece, man. He does. Yeah. I mean, if he can wrestle, that'd be awesome, and it should be a special thing. You know, by all means. I mean, God, it'd be great to see him again. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't remember what little bit. Dude, you know I love Lash. I mean, I had friends that served with him, and he's a good dude.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you know, man. It's just one of those things. I'm glad that they're gonna try to do something, because WWE put the belt on him and then they just took it off him, and then that was it. We never really, it just kind of downhill, gone for no apparent reason. So they put the belt on Brock, and I guess must have been because somebody peed on him or whatever. But I don't care. I'd like to see MVP again, but I don't, Etep. I don't remember him getting in the ring, and I don't remember him ever saying that he couldn't. But if he's smart, he needs to do like what you did, and just be there. But let the guys that can take the bumps, and don't take the bumps if you can't. And only do what you can do, because you're more valuable. As that mouthpiece, as the head of the syndicate, if you will, or however they're going to push it.
Yep. Well, that's kind of where I'm at now is, look, I'm talking to the promoters. They're like, you can work 5 to 7, 7 to 10, and not touch your opponent for 3 to 4 minutes during the match. You know how to do it. And I'm like, yeah, I know how to do that shit and still sell it to the crowd. You can't do that every time. But I don't have to go out there and bump around either. I don't have to go out there and fucking do backflips and take stupid shit, because I'm just gonna be like, that ain't gonna work for me, brother. I ain't fucking doing it.
This is when you pulled the Roman Reigns and the Shield kind of stuff, where you're doing like the triple power bombs and shit. You're that added. Again. You don't got to be front and center taking the hits, and you've already been slapped the shit out of by Trey for the last 5 years. It's not like you haven't been getting hit in the nuts. Again, it's, you running around, and then now where he's such a little fella that's growing up into such a young man, and, again, you're at the school, in the gym. So, you've stayed very active, even though you haven't wrestled. So that's the other positive that you've got, Yeah, it's not where you were, and you could get there again, but it's going to take more of a toll.
Yep.
So, and with the MVP, we need guys like you. We need people that can be the mouthpieces, because again, if AEW had some mouthpieces and people steering it in the right direction, it'd be worth watching again.
Well, that's the problem, is managers are severely underutilized in wrestling today.
Yep.
Who you think about it, your managers are there's some that are there, but they don't really do anything. Don Callis is an active manager, albeit a
bad one,
not a very good one at all.
No.
He's there.
He's done his time, though. That's
he has
from him.
Yep.
Correct me if I'm wrong. But didn't Bret Hart say, "Hey, I'll come in there and help you out and shape up your guys"?
Yes,
exactly.
And they told him to get bent.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a problem right there. That's an insane level of disrespect from the younger talent. And that's something that is a veteran. You can't deal with that. That's the ultimate sign of they're basically saying, fuck you, I don't need nothing from you. And Bret Hart was, like I said, I was never a huge Bret Hart fan, but I recognize one of the greatest fucking to ever lace up a pair of boots. Good God. Bret Hart wasn't a promo guy, but in between the ring and start selling to the crowd, the fucking people loved him. They loved him, and they loved to boo him.
They knew how to move safe and not kill nobody.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
There's that.
Him and Neidhart, and we had the Hart Foundation when they were villains, and heels, to when they were the baby faces, the good guys, and all around, just the technical side. And I think Shawn Michaels had the newer version, and storytelling and where we are today version, great. But to me, like Bret, he was our, Bret, Bulldog, when we had the Killer Bees, when we had the guys that locked up and wrestled, Demolition, Dean Malenko, style, even Don Morocco. When again, we had great in-ring talent, and that's where Brett was. But when it changed to the storytelling, even though the guys are still taking the bumps, but it went more to Austin, The Rock, when they were younger, and then now they're the old goats. Which is hilarious because Flair's still running around, and that's Superstar Billy Graham was my favorite, and of course Benoit because we're the same size. So I would have loved to, and in the ring they were all great. Not talk about other shit, but in the ring, great. And for me, yeah, Brett was another one of them though. When it came to a workhorse like a Flair, you had to put it on Hitman. It worked. Him against Razor, because Razor was so much bigger. Scott Hall. Yeah. He was so much bigger than Brett. And they looked great. And they worked great together. Mm-hmm. Brett could do just about anything. And I didn't see it in Owen by any means. He was to me the lesser of the hearts by all means, which his gimmick worked again. But the guys wrestled. It wasn't just getting to the next spot. And to Drake,
they were telling great stories.
That's the Japanese style or whatever. And it's like, I said, okay, well, I'm not a big fan of that. But when we had MJF doing what he was doing, like that was great. And again, as much as I disagree with CM Punk and some of his choices and the stupid shit he said, he's got the right to say it. Mm-hmm. When he was running that show, we had actual wrestling. Mm-hmm. We had the kitty bullshit that none of us cared about, but we kind of would watch. Some of the girls were there, and again, Vinny having known Willow's tag team partner and all that, which was cool. And again, I think she would have been hilarious to get on one because she looks like she, was having a good time too. And all the stuff we were looking at, this would be a good. We came up with better angles that they could have just took than what they're doing now.
Yeah, I'll probably be getting Weave on, but I'm going to wait a little bit because of the election stuff.
Yeah.
They
let that calm down a bit.
They actually they offered Kurt Angle 2 contracts to AEW, but they wanted him to do in-ring stuff, and he was like, "I can't." Like,
he's
Kurt Angle. He can't do anything in ring. No, he would have been fine doing stuff in other capacity, but they didn't want him for it. They wanted him for the ring stuff, which is a fucking missed opportunity.
Yeah,
he has an eye for the business too. Like, why would you not have them do shit backstage to help with creative or help get these wrestlers in better ring shape? Like,
well, like you said, though, it's been confirmed. It's bright, shiny new toy, bright, shiny new toy, bright, shiny new toy. That's why we know
Angle lived through the actual rise and fall of TNA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very easily point out. Yeah, this is what caused that. This is what caused that. Don't do that.
Stop doing this because it doesn't work. Look, the people don't care. We don't want Eddie Kingston. Flush.
No,
double and triple flush. But
see,
nobody.
As much as I'm not a fan of Eddie Kingston, I hear his heel work was really good. When he was with LAX and NWA or whatever.
Well, yeah, when he was in TNA, he was fine because he wasn't wrestling.
Yeah, like I'd rather be a heel, just go full.
Conan.
Yeah,
so it was the OGs and it was LAX. They were the in-ring talent. Mm-hmm. He was just a fucking manager, and that's where he fits perfectly.
Yeah, a lot of people were praising him when he was. Yeah. So I would rather him do that if he's good at it. Based on everybody that I've talked to, that was his best, best stuff.
I can't believe that they wouldn't bring Angle in because he couldn't do in-ring shit. Like, are you probably one of the best natural talents in the history of professional wrestling, and you're just like, oh, you can't wrestle? We don't have any use for you then.
Doesn't work for me, brother.
Yeah, Kurt, he's like super, like if he can't do like if he knows he can't do shit physically, so he's not gonna like sign up for something like that. So he's like,
I wouldn't either.
There's other guys that might, like Nash, like if he was offered something, he's gonna just take the fucking paycheck. Like, and he's a fucking, you know,
we all know.
He would tear his quad signing the check.
Yeah.
And that was just the check.
He takes a phone call. He takes a phone call for a booking, and he tears a quad.
Well, he had his one premiere or whatever after, you know, and he has severe TDS, man.
Yep.
Yes, he does.
Good. Paging down.
And there was I was looking at the chat, and people in the chat were like, "Yeah, I liked watching this show when it wasn't about, you know, this crap. Like, I'm out. Peace out." And they were leaving the chat.
Not always live streams, you mean?
Yeah, well, it was a premiere, but still.
Yeah. His because it's on that his channel's Click This.
Yeah.
I don't know his co-host name. I've seen that guy on other podcasts. I can't think of his name.
Is it that fat guy that's in like every single other podcast?
No, it's not Conrad Thompson.
No, I like Conrad Thompson.
I just like when Eric gets mad at him and those two start
he does.
yelling at each other. That's the best. But no, man. There's so much wrong with AEW right now. There's so much wrong with it. It's kind of sad, really. All things considered, the amount of talent they have. Speaking of talent, WWE Hall of Famer explains why the company's new independent development program is good for wrestling. No, it's not. Because what you're going to do is you're going to hoard talent, and then 90% of them you're never going to call up to the main roster, and you're not going to let them work and be true independents anymore. You're going to give them just enough table scraps to keep them on the end of that chain where they're chasing that purple fucking dragon.
To me, it reminds me of when they were buying up all the territories. That's what this reminds me of. But they're doing it. They're going to do it to the indie market.
Like all the promotions they're using, it's like Cody Rhodes promotion. They're all like ex-WWE guys. And like I said, then you're going to be like, oh, well, we got this guy coming in. Most of the guys that are there already are like poised for TV anyway, I'm sure. You know what I mean? Like Cody Rhodes ain't bringing in some of the guys I saw work the other night. You know, and that's no slight to them, but they're not ready for television. You know, they're not the only guy in that company that legitimately has tried out is Eric Surge, and he's had like 2 tryouts for the Fed. And the guy looks like he could be on like NXT, you know. But this I don't see this as a good thing for indie wrestling at all. I don't see it. You know, God strike me down if I'm lying, but I don't see this as being a positive for the independents.
I can see how it, like, I don't know. I can, like, because NXT used to be like the you know, that's where they kind of got their training and stuff. I can see like the indie stuff kind of being that like training thing to farm talent, but like you said, if they're gonna hoard everything and then not utilize them or even use them and call them up, and then with them shit canning people right now anyway, so it's like we're gonna get rid of these people, but then we're gonna do this, so it's like, how does this? You know what I mean? I don't understand the logic.
Move. That's what it is.
Especially when you're trying to do budget cuts and stuff, like so you're releasing people, you know.
Like I see this as it's going to be like talent hoarding and shit like that. Like back when the NFL and the AFL would sign each other's players up or stuff like that. CJ, you know, that's kind of how I see this going. Is WWE subsidizing some of these indie companies that are run by guys like Cody Rhodes if they need money for contracts or something. I'm not saying, Booker T's school, Cody Rhodes school. I think it's Seth Rollins.
Like all of them got schools.
Yeah, so there's 4 main ones I believe that are I don't know if it mentions in this article or not. No, it doesn't. But I don't know. I don't see it as a positive. You know, like I said, they're just call guys up and then what are they just going to sit there and languish in your development program for a couple of years and then get a call up to NXT and then sit there for a couple of years? Granted, you'd still be on television. you'd still be on a C show. But what about
how shit is their pay gonna be?
That's another thing.
Russo is suspecting that Triple H is going to be gone too next year.
Mm-hmm.
I heard going on.
I heard Vince say that.
I don't know whether it's true or not.
But who did they put in charge as chief?
Well, The Rock had his guy that.
Brian Gerwitz. Gerwitz.
Yep.
Brian Gerwitz. Yeah.
Didn't he used to write for SmackDown back in the day?
I think so.
I think he was a SmackDown writer.
That's the rumor, bringing him in, and then he can do creative.
That's gonna be. Do you think that'll be unpopular amongst the talent, though? Given the fact that Triple H was a worker, so he can see it from that perspective. But I mean, I'm not saying all of his decisions have been good, because God knows they haven't.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't at all. But at least he was one of the boys, and not just some fucking pencil neck writer, as far as the workers are concerned. But then again,
what if he's Rock's boy? Like, it's
yeah. You kind of can't really go, because you're fighting City Hall there, because Rock's on the board.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't that quaint.
Yeah. So you start, beef with the fucking writer that's the Rock's man, and then next thing you know, you're out signing an AEW contract.
Mm-hmm.
And wrestling in front of tens of people.
That's right, tens of
people. No, that shit is, yeah, that's just fucking
the dozens and dozens of AEW fans.
Not okay.
to the 0 people sitting on the hard cam side.
Oh, gee.
I'm talking to nobody over here. Like, that's even the thing with like the shows, like the Super Shogun shows I'll be going to. Like, normally they're like, the Dark show even drew over 100 last Saturday, I think it was, between 80 and 100. So the regular shows usually draw at least 125, sometimes more.
Yeah.
I'm happy working in front of it. The crowd's always hot, So
I wish AEW would do smaller venues, like, because then you have less tickets you have to worry about selling, and then if you then it's sort of like, oh man, if you miss out, you're kind of screwed. Like, it kind of gives that scarcity kind of thing too.
They should be booking 2,000 to 3,000 seat venues.
Yeah, exactly.
2,000 to 3,000 seat venues.
Yeah, unless they're afraid of losing contracts with these bigger arenas, like. That way, if they do start getting viewership again, then they, you know what I mean? I don't know what
I don't know how that works.
Back end of that shit is, but it's
like
just
what
like
kind of deals they have.
Yeah, because like for a visual, it would make more sense to do small arenas, give the illusion that there's a shit ton more people than what there is. Because the what was it, the esports arena? That place was fucking packed, but it was a smaller arena, so it like. And you could hear it with the crowd. The crowd was actually like pretty loud and stuff, so it like helped. But
that's why they should start running shows like Mid-South Wrestling used to do, and the NWA. Run those smaller venues, fill them up, let it. You give it that you still have your new school setup, but you give it that old school feel with that type of arena. And yeah, you could pack in, 1,200, 1,500 people, maybe 2,000, hopefully around there. And then, it does. It gives that illusion that it's a bigger crowd. Plus, there's going to be more noise in there because it's more concentrated. So
you could even do, because we were speculating that they might just do like work out of Texas or whatever for like ROH and stuff. If they had just like essential things, sort of like how TNA did back in the day, where you have like it was Universal's Orlando?
Impact
Zone.
Yeah, so you go there and like they were doing that with Dark. Just use those and just tape them and have people come to you instead of you going to people. There's money you're banking and saving, and you can build that up too.
God damn it!
And you got the smaller arenas to make it seem like it's bigger than it is until you get to a point where you think, all right, we're getting this since there's such a low like supply of tickets. Now the demand is up for this shit, so let's expand like again, and go that way. But I don't know.
Oh, dude, there's a lot of things they could do, but the problem is they won't do any of them because they make sense.
Yeah, because they're still like the network's happy with them, like, but with the ratings keep constantly going down like this, they're not going to sign on for that fourth year.
No,
they're not going to opt in. They're going to opt out.
Mm-hmm. And that's
So
going to be a big problem.
Yeah. Like, obviously it's, 3 years from now, anything can change. But if it keeps going in the trajectory that it's going now, it's not looking good.
Right.
Yeah, it won't. It won't be good for them.
And I know we bring up his dad and stuff, but at what point is he going to be like, enough is enough? Like,
yeah, he's not gonna just pour money into something with no return on investment infinitely. It's not gonna happen. It'll just be just like WCW. It's gonna be one day, hey, look, we're pulling the plug on this thing. We tried it, it didn't work. Be it your fault or external circumstances and forces beyond your control. This didn't work out, so time to shut it down. And then you've got what
the ROI is for AEW, return on investment.
I know, but you look at it that way. You've got hundreds of people that'd be out of jobs, and that's not just your workers. That's your television crew. All your backstage personnel. I mean, yeah, lighting, sound, pyros. You got all these people that are out of a job because you mismanage things. It was the same thing with WCW. That's just and that's a shame. It really is, because you took something that had so much promise and just straight decided you're going to run this bitch into the ground. Like, what? And what plane of it? Just to every decision that should have been easily made. It's like you turned it into chess when it was checkers. Overthinking shit. And yeah, it's ridiculous, man. And it's like I said, that's the sad state of affairs. And it'll be the death of them eventually. But that, folks,
this says so it's an AI overview. It says it's not yet profitable, but it's expected to become so once it earns $200 million a year in media rights. AEW is one of the world's largest wrestling promotions. This is Forbes. It's worth $2 billion.
AEW is worth $2 billion right now.
Yeah,
according to Forbes.
Estimated that.
What? But think about it. Like, what assets do they have? I mean, your fucking tape library is only 5 years old. Granted, you put on a lot of shows, but
it's 5 years old, and then they have the ROH library too.
Okay, so you got ROH, you got that. What else? I mean, your contracts. Are you using your contracts in that value? You got your individual talent contracts. I don't know. It seems like AEW is just a money laundering scheme.
Yeah, and then like they're in the red because of that video game too. Like, there's all this.
Yeah,
that would have been an easy fix.
Yep. Well, Chris showed that N64 mod of No Mercy, and that's better than the freaking AEW game. I mean, it's again, it's like you put all this time into something, and it just no positive net return on it whatsoever.
Well, 2K24 pretty much became the AEW game too, because
being married all
people
over.
make their own custom wrestlers and arenas and stuff, and it's like, there you go. There's your AEW game, using the competition's own game to make your shit.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, dude, that's.
I saw this guy take I think it was 2K20. And made an entire storyline of John Cena joining the NWO. And it played out like over weeks. Like each episode was a week of television.
Nice.
It was actually good. It was a good storyline. I was like, holy shit, can you guys hire this guy to write? Fuck.
Damn.
See, there's so many people that do it better than Tony Khan, and they're doing it with a video game.
I know they did that thing during COVID with Bray Wyatt and Cena, where it was like in his mind or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like NWO in that too, which was kind of interesting.
Well, and of course, the cool thing about what this guy was doing was, he can use any wrestler he wants.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have to stick with the fact that like half of the people he was showing were retired by that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. That's why I love those games when they have those creator engines like that. That's just, yeah, that's fucking fantastic. But that is wrestling talk for tonight, folks. I might review Raw tomorrow. I'm going to try to get 2 videos out tomorrow. Not sure if we're doing Tuesday Night Terrorvision. No movie night Wednesday because of me getting in the ring Wednesday night. I'm not saying I'm not going to live stream and do a member stream when I get home. These people are fucking happy cast because, well, it'll either be happy or disgusting depending on how I feel when I get out of the ring. But we're going to step out for some commercial messages, and we'll be right back because it's time for Mug Shorties.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
What is thy bidding, my master?
There is a great disturbance in the force. It is battery.
If you only knew the power on the dark side. Still going. Nothing outlasts the Energizer battery. It keeps going and going.
One banana or 2 bananas? One female orangutan or 2 female orangutans? One Supreme Pizza for $10.99 or 2 at Little Caesars for $9.98? He seems to prefer 2.
Why settle for 1 Supreme Pizza when you can get 2 at Little Caesars for just $9.98? Satisfaction guaranteed. Pizza.
It was Link.
Fun watching that Fox promo to see how many of those shows actually lasted more than 1 season.
I was sad that me and Tony were talking about Models Inc. only lasting 1 season, and it never got resolved with the sniper at the wedding and what happened to Carrie Ann Moss because she got kidnapped and supposedly human trafficked to Mexico by Diddy. But
which show is this?
Party of 5 was my jam.
Models Inc. It was a spinoff of Melrose. It was a spinoff of Melrose Place.
Gotcha.
Carrie Ann Moss was in that? Yeah. Yep. You got a dip, CJ?
Yeah, my daughter doesn't have a ride from work, so I got to go grab her. So I'm going to miss my favorite part of the show.
Right? We're going to miss CJ's heavy, exasperated sighs when he looks at the mug. I actually got some hotties tonight, too. You're going to miss that. I understand.
I'll make sure I use some ass bat just for you, CJ.
Perfect. All right, gentlemen, y'all have a great evening. Everyone in the chat coming by.
Hell yeah.
Y'all have fun.
Have a great night, man.
Later. Take care.
Fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you. I'm out.
He said I was cool. I don't know who said fuck you.
I don't know. He was talking to Draven. It's Mug Shorty's time. All right, boys. We've got 4. Count them, 4 lovely ladies tonight. Let's get started with our first one, shall we? Here we go, Ray. Here we go, right here.
Interesting eyebrows.
That's if Chris Fisk was here, I'm fairly certain he would say, with eyebrows like that, I'm fairly certain she's killed somebody.
She has a weird face.
Yeah.
It's
that chin.
I'm gonna say that the eyebrows and the nose ring don't help either.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
She's doing the 4B.
She does have nice eyes though.
Very, very. Vinny's like, I'm looking for the good. I'm
always trying to look for the good. I know they're all broken and crazy.
Right?
She looks fairly put together too.
Yeah.
This one has 1 charge.
Really?
Yeah.
I was gonna say drugs and prostitution.
I'm gonna say theft.
All right, Draven says theft.
She doesn't look like anything like like I said, she looks put together and not really flustered at all or worried.
Manliness asks if she's related to Robert Zadar. Goddamn. Her chin is not that bad. Her jaw doesn't protrude out like Joe Swanson either.
He's just like, oh, I got some hotties for you tonight.
Well, if you just cover up the chin, I mean, like the rest of her face is structured well.
It is. It's very symmetrical. Her eyes aren't crooked or kitty wampus at all.
Mm-hmm.
I just use kitty wampus. Jesus,
have to smack her around a little bit so it's not all asymmetrical.
Oh my god!
You woke the lion on that one. You woke the lion.
Oh boy. Watkins and Wade
Somebody
right
say
now.
punch a woman. This is where I come in. Hold on.
Wait, hang on. I'm trying to do this left-handed. Her chin would match each. God damn. Hang on.
At least you know with a chin like that, it could take a pounding.
Oh my god, they're the same person.
I hate you. I'm going off camera. I hate you.
Holy shit.
Thank you. Good night.
All right, you guys wrap it up. So she's got 1 charge. Vinny, what do you say?
I'm probably saying drugs because if you're sober and normal, you wouldn't have eyebrows like that.
Brutal. What about you?
Well, yeah, all very good, valid points. I'm gonna go in honor of our fallen brother CJP. I'm gonna go ass bat, just for openers.
All right, we got ass bat.
We'll see.
All right, so we've got ass bat, drugs, and theft. This sounds like a party girl that I want to hang out with. Ass bat, drugs, and theft. All right, here we. It is. She's a lady. Whoa, whoa, she's a lady. Here we go. Here's the reveal, boys. Possession of the Mary Jane. That's what she. Possession of Mary Jane. Vinny gets a point for drugs on that one.
Yeah, not surprised. Like I said, it's go with the simplest thing, right?
Right?
Well, yeah, obviously, because if you got to be on drugs, I think your eyebrows look good like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Man.
What up, Craig? Good to see you. Good to see you, sir.
What's up?
All right, here we go. Here's number 2 now. Here's number 2. All right. There we go, right there.
She looks like someone out of a movie.
Yeah.
Little Filipino.
Let's see here. Let me look this one up right here. We got all right, 1 charge on this one. 1 charge, boys. 1 charge.
1 charge.
I'm going ass bat for this one.
Draven's got ass bat on this one. Brutal. What do you got?
Domestic violence. Sometimes, yeah, it's assault and battery type violence. Possible, most likely with her a lover or something.
All right, Vincenzo.
Yeah, I'd probably say ass bat.
All right. Vinny, what do you got?
I'm going ass bat for this one.
1 charge. 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 1 char All right, so we got 2 ass bats and a domestic violence, so we got a whole bunch of violence. Is that the chick from Splice? Goddamn. Was that was Anya Taylor-Joy, wasn't it? With her fucking spread out ass eyes.
I'd actually smash this. So,
yeah, this one don't look bad.
Yeah,
Clearly,
another one with nice eyes.
There's no Adam's apple. Yeah.
Yeah, this might get into trouble.
Yeah, here we go right here.
She will come at you with a knife, though. She's got that look on.
Small price to pay. Small price for sure.
Small price to pay for salvation.
Yes.
Beauty queen Lorena Tavera was arrested on suspicion of shoplifting for allegedly taking a $69 shirt from Dillard's in Sunland Park Mall in El Paso.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dillard's.
Yeah.
Wow, I haven't seen a Dillard's in forever. How old? 2011.
Yep.
I'd only said theft on this one like I did the first one.
Right.
Right.
I saw Latina, so I just went with violence right off the bat.
Yeah. Chose violence. She chose violence. All right, here we go. Here's number 3. And this one's got a Billie Eilish body. She's hiding some fucking cannons under that sweater.
Yeah. She looks young.
I'd say she's probably between 19 and 21.
Yeah, with 19 to 20, we're talking. Yeah, it's either going to be drugs or pot. I mean, I'm sorry, booze or pot.
Yeah, I'm going DUI for me.
Draven's got a DUI. Vinny, what do you say on this one? 1 charge.
1 charge. Fuck. Do I got a quarter here? I'm gonna fucking flip a quarter. Because right now, that's my train of thought is that it's either going to be booze or it's going to be drugs.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the same thing. Some type of possession or DUI or something.
Yeah. Maybe her girlfriend or her boyfriend was driving. I'm going to go drugs again with this one.
All right. Vinny's got drugs on this one. Brutal, what do you got?
Yeah, I'll go possession.
Possession, narcotics.
Yeah, some type of narcotics. Some controlled substance of some kind.
Yeah.
All right. Draven's got a DUI. Vinny's got drugs. And Brutal's got possession. Here we go. That sounds like a panel. That sounds like a weekly panel here on the channel. Possession of marijuana, less than 2 ounces. So Brutal and Vinny get a point on that one. Draven still at that goose egg. Draven, we're not playing golf.
I'm a little disappointed. You're like, the chicks tonight are freaking, they're great. Dude.
Hey.
She's cute.
We've had 2.
Your beauty standards I question sometimes.
Listen, man, I'm not the one talking about fucking some Downs chick. All right,
I don't care. Right? She's hotter than some of these.
Listen, sometimes beauty is on the inside.
The Downs
other than this chick.
She's not hotter than this chick.
No.
She's definitely not hotter than this one.
Definitely hotter than that chick.
This one's got all her fucking chromosomes. She the motherfucker. You're fucking fired.
She has a little bit of a Joker chin. That's about it.
Sometimes beauty is on the inside. It's not our fault that's what Etep calls his penis.
Right. But that's where I see her chin is where I'm resting my balls anyway, so that's fine.
I'll just ring your call button and Tommy will come back there and hit you on the head with a tack hammer because you're a retard.
She cuts glass with that damn chin.
At least she doesn't lick it.
Yeah.
I don't know. See, she's good at licking windows, so she's good at licking other things.
It's not enough chromosomes for Draven.
What's next, Draven? Midgets? Is that next? Your standards are so low, brother.
Yeah, his standards are lower than midget on his knees. Shit.
Hey, I got Brian from the Whatever podcast who is down with the Downs as well, so I take that as high.
I don't even know what the hell a Whatever cast is, but it sounds like whatever.
Right. All right, here we go. Here's number 4, boys. Ready for this one?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
One I know.
Yeah. Yeah, this is 2 charges.
That's what you call a waste.
Right?
Oh, jeez.
I mean, like, seriously. She's pretty in the face, but then, like, she's got graffiti all over her.
Yeah.
I'm going domestic and an ass bet.
What were the charges? Or, I mean, how many, rather?
2, you said?
2?
Yep, 2. You got domestic ass bat, Draven?
Yep.
All right. Okay, Vinny.
I'm definitely putting Aspat in there. I'm trying to think of the other one right now. Trying to think, because she looks a little bit like, well, not a little bit. She definitely looks like she's part of a gang.
Yeah.
Trying to think, what other crimes are? I don't want to go murder, but I don't know why I'm thinking that right now. Definitely some kind of an assault for sure.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I'll go fuck it. Drugs and Aspat.
Okay.
I've been good with the drugs tonight.
The drugs have scored you points tonight.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Oh, South America Ferreira over here. That's what I'm gonna call her, and I'm going to assume it's some type of breaking and entering and assault with a deadly weapon type stuff.
All right. Okay. Here we go, boys. Brutal's got breaking and entering, assault with a deadly weapon. Vinny's got Aspat and drugs. Draven's got domestic Aspat. Let's look at the chat here. Let's look at the chat. Is she a porn star? She chopped a dick. Godzillionaire's going with the knife. Draven wants more chromosomes.
Make chromosomes greedy.
Yeah, because I was kind of leaning towards, attempted murder or something, but I don't know.
All right, here we go.
Who we got?
Charged with a weapons felony, illegally possessing a firearm, and gang activity.
I did say gang.
No way. Gang activity.
She'll get a felony.
You got Vinny got a point for possession of a deadly weapon, which she was in possession of a firearm.
Her abuela must be dead.
So
Her what must be dead?
Her abuela.
Okay.
Brutal got the point for assault with a deadly weapon. Vinny said Aspat and drugs. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong column. So Brutal ended with 2. Vinny ended with a pair as well, and Draven got shut out tonight. If anybody
for gang, I said gang.
You did say gang activity. You did say gang. You get a point for that.
That's why I'm better at the wagon thing. Whose wagon is it?
Yeah.
Let me pull this young lady's name. Hang on, her name. Let's see. This is Maria Ponce from Fresno. She was 20 years old at the time of this, which was 2017. So she's 28 now. Yeah, 28. Yeah, she got nailed. Yeah, gang activity, felony possession of a firearm, and yeah. So, folks, there really are no losers in mug shorties. I mean, except for Draven. But
yeah, these were kind of bad.
That just
they can't all go.
Of the world.
Everybody but Draven.
That's it, folks. That's gonna do it for us tonight here. Easy breezy 95-minute show tonight. We'll see what's going on with Tuesday Night Terrorvision tomorrow night. Next week we're watching we'll be reviewing Tenebrae. Yeah. J-Man will be joining Trina and I for that. The week after,
I think
it's Halloween 2007 and 2009. Rob Zombie's 2 movies. We're getting those done in one shot. Next week, I'll have the Halloween Resurrection video out. Yes, trick or treat, motherfuckers. That'll be out. Go watch the Halloween H2O video. I had fun putting that one together over the last 4 or 5 days. Yeah. And be sure to tune in tomorrow. Everybody's links are in the description. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in.
I think me and Trina are doing Saw 1 and 2 Wednesday.
Nice.
I think.
Nice. Yeah, after you guys are done, we're doing something else that's off air.
What?
Yeah, we got we
I'll
we
tell
got
you
Wednesday,
when we're done.
Wednesday night. I've got I might stream a little bit later, like I said. But yeah, I'll do a member stream Wednesday night, and Patreon will be updated this week as well. Didn't get anything up on there, but we're going to do a Candyman commentary for you guys. So stay tuned for that over on Patreon. That's patreon.com/wrestling with Hara 420. So for everybody on the panel, all yous in the chat, everybody out there watching on the playback, thank you so much. We love you guys. I'm Etep from Wrestling with Horror. Have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. We'll catch you on the next one. Remember, it's always better to burn out